Oh, hello again. You seem to have caught me when I wasn't ready. Sorry, I saw my sleeping schedule is sort of messed up, and, well, the daily thing didn't last hardly a day. Technically speaking, it is still daily when you consider my sleeping schedule, as in, I make a video every cycle that I've been awake now, but well, that doesn't really matter in a world as synchronous as ours. I'm not even sure I'm using that word in the right context, but oh, I don't have a face. I just realized. Sorry. Let me go ahead and fix that real quick. All right, let me just go ahead and grab this face over here. Oh, actually, I made a new face for me too. Let me just go ahead and grab this one first, actually. Whoop. Yeah, it's funny, ain't it? My skills are bad, but hey, at least you get more toys to look at. That being said, don't let me try to be clear. I do intend to eventually revisit these assets, spruce them up a bit, make better assets, maybe make myself a little more detailed than the sort of human blob you have here. Maybe add my facial hair in at some point. Uh, but for now, I don't have the time to really go too hard into it. I will keep expanding the toolkit, making more assets. But for now, I hope you don't mind this quality. And hopefully, this isn't an empty promise that'll haunt me for decades, if I even last that long. That said, let me go ahead and introduce the game that I am going to be playing today. I almost said we're, but let's face it, I'm all here. A friend, though, did actually recommend this game to me. Uh, I think I may have played a game or maybe an earlier game in the series at some point a long time ago, but I don't really remember anything about it. So we're just gonna go ahead and call this one a blank slate. Let me go ahead and boot it up now. Gonna have to mess with this a little. Okay, let's try this. Yes, this is sort of super scuffed. I didn't expect it to sort of hamstring me like this while I was in portrait mode. I don't think this game has a landscape mode. That's folly on my part. And trust me, it took a lot of fumbling just to get this far. I was trying some stuff out, but yeah, you know that thing where you try to work around it because you don't want to do the work to try to get it right, only for that to not work, and you have to do it the original way anyway because it didn't work the way you wanted it to, and you just wasted time and energy for no reason? Well, at least I didn't waste any money. I should put something on the other side of the screen, though. Hmm. Uh, oh, I know. Going to pull the icon of the app onto the picture now. If you're wondering who this is the app icon for this game, which I will go ahead and tell you now is a game called Just Kill Me 3. This was made on the, well, I obviously had no point in making it. This game was suggested to me by a friend of mine, and uh, I didn't take any look at it. I only looked at the App Store listing, and of course, for long enough to install the game. Didn't look at any screenshots, reviews, or anything else. to get as unbiased an opinion as possible. And that is the guy on the icon. I don't know if it's a game character or the main character. So let's go ahead and begin. I will mostly be silent, but since my avatar is on screen anyway, I may interject if I find anything worth saying, so to speak. Alright, let's start. If you're gonna play this game, first, you want to turn down the volume from max if you're someone who normally has the volume at max. Again, I don't know how to do audio mixing, but I had to turn quite a few settings down to make sure it didn't mess up anyone's ears from the shock of it. I've turned it down even more so you had a chance to hear my voice now, but I am going to turn it back up a little in case the sound is considered an integral part of the gameplay experience. Thank you for your patience. You don't want to know how much stumbling went on around to get this close team done this time. Now, as you you didn't see, but this game does have advertisements. I'm making a little mid-video disclaimer just to announce that. Uh, there's a small banner ad at the bottom. I'm not sure of the legalities of me showing that to you, so I've gone ahead and cut that off just in case. The bottom banner ad is unobtrusive, but if you reverse the video to the few frames before this ominous black screen in the middle that you're seeing, you will have seen that I clicked on some sort of pamphlet thing. Now, I'm not sure what that does. I'm sure that it probably gives you some sort of bonus for tapping it. But the issue here is that it also opens a full screen ad, and with the emulation I'm using BlueStacks. Apparently, it doesn't play nice with video capture, so I've had to go ahead and cut that off because it sort of crashed on me. We will still continue this for a while, but if you feel that you run into any more odd cuts, that's why. Thank you for your understanding. Let's see. Overall, I do think that this game has a very intriguing prospect. Now, I know I didn't touch every aspect of the game. I simply figured ahead of time. Well, to be specifically, as I was playing the game, I figured 100 would have been a good stopping point, and I do believe it was a decent enough one, especially considering other difficulties. And since these kinds of games do the exponential thing, where your abilities do level up quickly, but so does the difficulty. I say in quotation marks, since the only real difficulty is in time, for the most part. Uh, for the exception of the bosses, which are times, so I assume that if there was ever a point where you couldn't kill a boss on time, you would simply be sent back to the enemy before the boss to grind until you could kill the boss. That's just an assumption on my part, however, and may not reflect reality. That being said, I do think this game was intriguing enough, and I may revisit it either in my own time or in another video. If any of the few of you uh, watching this video ever gets this far, go ahead and leave a comment to see if that might be something you want to see. Other than that, though, uh, I do think I was being a bit too cautious. Like, I don't know if every special item other than the red tamas might have opened an ad, so I avoided all of them. In fact, let me check something real quick. Yeah, I just checked. You can't play the game without an internet connection, so there is no way to play this game as an ad-free experience, or at least not any that would be easy or perhaps even free, unless there's some ad-free option somewhere hidden in a menu somewhere, though I personally doubt it. That being said, oh, go ahead and look up on that wall, and you'll see that there has been a new prop added. I'm not sure if I'll do this for every game, but I figured it's a sort of marking of what I've done so far. And I think, if nothing else, that it adds a bit of sentimental value on this journey that I'm taking. That being said, I appreciate you watching this video. If you did make it this far, in any case, I appreciate you if you even clicked on it, if I'm being honest. I- In any case, once again, thank you, and I do hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Do take care.